Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. And if you are watching this and you've been a long time subscriber and viewer, you probably noticed that I haven't been posting every day as I usually do. It's because I have been traveling and just didn't get enough boxes sent to me ahead of time so that I could get them all queued up for you. But what that usually means is that when I get back from a trip, I have all kinds of boxes that are waiting for me. So hopefully I will get some of those filmed for you and we will get back to our box a day, sometimes a few boxes a day, or at least a video a day cadence very, very soon. If you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, and if you hit the little notification bell, then it will let you know when those new videos post and when we're doing other things like live streams, or for example, if we're doing something, I will let you know in the community tab. Sometimes that's where I post extra special deals or things that boxes are doing. And then of course, we also have the Nobot Nook, which is our private Facebook group, which I would love to have you join us there as well. I will leave a link for that in the description box below. But today I have a second Birdmoss box for you. You probably saw the January unboxing just a couple of weeks ago. Now this box is sent to me for review and it does come in the later end of the month usually. So some of you who are subscribed already, you probably have not even gotten your April box quite yet. So in reality, we're not really that far behind. But I think part of the reason that I sometimes wind up with the box at the couple months later is because, one, she often sells out. So she has to make sure that she has enough for subscribers. But also it is always a mystery. It's always, she wants to keep that surprise for subscribers. This is what the lovely little box looks like, the box full of magic. It is $45 per month. And I do have a code for you. It's just my name, Noel, N-O-E-L, and that will save you $10 on your first box. And inside you will find all kinds of treasures. I do find them treasures because not everyone will see the value in this box, and that is totally understandable. But for some of you, you see how it's just kind of allows you to immerse yourself in a whole different world and kind of ignites that creativity, whether it's through the written word because there's poetry and prose and this whole imaginative world. A lot of times there's like a DIY project where you get to paint or sew something, and I love that aspect of it as well. But let me go ahead and get into it because I know some of you noticed in the last one I read the description of the box, but I did not read the intro poem that is inside when you open it up with the dark tissue paper and the nice silver seal. So like I said, this is the February box, but let me read this poem that's on the inside. It says, "Gather pen, paper, matches. This is the start of it all, when finally dusk begins to fall and muffle the day's noises and needs. It starts with a tug, a beckoning scent, a rustle, the faint rattle of seeds. You didn't know that you were missing from a story pouring forward in another place. You break the seal and feel the skating brush of a wing." So you are the person missing from this story in the world of Birdmoss. So now we get to break that seal and find out what our theme for February was. Oh, this is gorgeous. All right, so we always have, oh, I love this. The theme is the hot springs. So sometimes it's characters in the world of Birdmoss, sometimes it's an element. In this case, it is the hot springs, which have the property of cleansing. You guys, those are little capybaras, which are the largest rodent in the world. I love capybaras. I have loved them for a long, long time. They are very popular now. I see them in my Instagram feed all the time. They are at the San Diego Zoo, but I think the first time that they kind of were on my radar was a long time ago, you guys, back in the early 2000s, probably in the year 2000, when I was had the opportunity to go to the Singapore Night Zoo, and there were capybaras right there. But I just think they are so adorable. I think they've gotten a little bit more popular because of Encanto, because there's capybaras in there, but they're so cute with their little squish noses. And I even saw that there is a capybara cafe, like a cat cafe, but where you can play with capybaras in Japan. I'm like, oh, sign me up. So let me read the description to you. It says, "As midwinter snows fall, the creatures of Birdmoss seek comfort and healing in the jewel-toned waters of the hot springs. The heat soothes their cold weather aches. It drives away the pangs of regret and worry, which surface during the overcast months. Those who soak in the mineral-rich waters emerge warm, cleansed, and calm. The hot springs are fed by an underground river that winds around the dragon's caverns, and the dragons were the star of the show in the last box, absorbing their ambient warmth. Some pools are strewn with herbs and blossoms. Here, visitors sink into the sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine. Here, they scrub with fistfuls of medicinal leaves until their skin glows pink. In the slow churn of the water, the current is made visible, the suspended minerals swirling and sparkling. I mean, this box is such a love song to poetry and prose and imagination, and I think that's why I resonate with it so much. Now, along with that art card and intro, we also get sort of our product, I would say, letter on parchment. And I will say this is different because the annotation looks in it's a different handwritten font, and it's also in a mossy green. It's usually in a nice brown, but there's also a poem on the back that has been scribbled there, so I will have to, and they managed to print it on an angle, which I like that. So hopefully we will have time to read that. But what I usually like to do, I'll just give you a quick peek, but I would kind of oohed and awed when I saw the items inside. I usually like to pull everything out so that I can read the items in order, because it does kind of appear as a narrative. So I think that's nice to read it that way, and then I don't miss the annotations quite as much. So let me see if I can pull it out. Some things are still in boxes, so sometimes I have to pause and figure out which item they're talking about. But there is always a spoiler card at the very bottom for the next month. So this would be for March, and in March, this is appropriate, we just had this. It is featuring the eclipse. So we got this charm of the sun. That's a really cool one. So of course we had that April 8th eclipse, and I'm actually filming this before, so I don't know if anything happened, but you can probably tell me in the comments below. But that's kind of cool that the March box, which hopefully I'll also have an opportunity to read to you, to unbox and read to you, in all honesty, will be a kind of fun one with the eclipse theme. All right, cool. So it's kind of nice because, again, she does ship towards the end of the month. She took it, knew that you wouldn't be getting the April boxes in time for the eclipse, so she did it for the March box. Very, very smart. Very in tune with the world. So it looks like we have 6 items in this box. It's usually 5 or 6. So it says, to begin anew, prepare to dream to the hot springs. So first, we have a stone of opportunity, which I am thinking might be in this little box. It is. It is in this little box. It's this really pretty jade green color. So it says you receive a piece of AA grade green aventurine. Gazing into it, you'll see a sparkle of mica beneath the surface, resembling the slow ripples of the hot springs. Your stone has been quickened with orange peel, which is used in Birdmoss to prepare for opportunities and good fortune. Place this stone next to your bed or bath to declare your openness to new possibilities. I don't smell the orange peel. It absorbed all of it in this quickening, but yes, this is what it looks like. Just a nice stone. I like to put them in my plants, as some of you know, but they also look nice all gathered in one big bowl. But this is an example of, touchstones. If you like gemstones, maybe you like this box. But if you're someone who could care less about it, then this may not be the box for you, because we get all kinds of fun amulets and touchstones and kind of witchy vibe things in here. Next, I see a little little note. It says, the water lifts the weight from your feet. Oh yes, it's so nice to put your feet in a warm bath. It says you are surrounded by crystals. So we have a dragon's breath bath soak. Yes, there's often a self-care ritual in these boxes. So it says, when you're ready to dream to the hot springs, use this soak to clear the roads for your journey. In Birdmoss, tea tree oil is used for ritual cleansing, especially before entering a dream state. It helps to dispel dark attachments. Mica, a glistening mineral, brings clarity to visions and assists with healing. Use about half a packet, a full packet for a very large bathtub, or alternatively a spoonful in a foot bath. Yes, you are surrounded by crystals, quite literally. So you can see these colors. These are very much those colors that you see in a hot springs, right? Because they have those swirling minerals that give it that kind of milky look. So definitely getting the hot springs vibes here. Next, we have a natural sea sponge with some shred on it. I love natural sea sponges. I know it's a little weird that we have these little peripheral skeletons, but they do feel really nice. They're so soft. I love them. It says, your sponge is eco-friendly, all natural, and renewable. Sea sponges contain an enzyme which is naturally antibacterial. When you first receive it, your sponge feels stiff, but when you soak it in the water, it becomes soft and luxurious. Each sponge is unique with its own fascinating structures. Indeed. Porifera have many pores. They're sponges found along the ocean floor. That is from a biology song by my biology teacher when we learned the animal kingdom, and I still remember it because that was the first verse. I will not sing it for you, but I bet you I remember all 9 verses. It's one of those things that got drilled into my brain, but I do like a natural sea sponge. All right. We also got some night blooming jasmine soap from the Three Sisters Apothecary, which I've definitely gotten stuff from them before. But yes, got a witchy vibe there with that cauldron. Night blooming jasmine. Me loves the jasmine. It says, in Birdmoss, jasmine is associated with the midnight moon. It is uplifting and calming and promotes openness to new information and wisdom. Use this soap with your bath soak or separately. And then we have a little image with a dragon, like in the last box. This year will bring you wisdom and good fortune. All right, I will take that. That said, you guys, let's, for wisdom and good fortune, let's have a secret password. Let's have it be Jasmine. Now, when you come across a secret password in one of my videos, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that is linked for you in the description box below. Please don't put it into the comments. About 5 days into the following month, actually on the 6th day, I give you the full 5 days to get those secret passwords in. I use a random number picker to select a few winners to receive mystery boxes as my way of saying thank you for watching my videos. You have to be 18 years or older. You have to have a US or Canadian mailing address. Canadians, I need a little help with the shipping because it is rather costly and time consuming because I have to fill out those customs forms. And just as a reminder, it is not affiliated with YouTube or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. You do have to be subscribed to my channel, but it doesn't have to be publicly. But today's secret password is Jasmine. And oh, look at those beautiful swirls. Let me see if I can get that to focus. It was so swirly, it didn't want to focus for you. Smells lovely and refreshing, and that green color goes so well with everything else already in the box, right? Very nice. Very nice curation in that way, kind of tying everything in visually as well. So then we have a spa cup. Speaking of that beautiful watercolor and kind of a little bit of a milky glow to things, it says, you receive a jadeite glass vessel with a spout. Use it to pour water over your head and shoulders. Then use it to save a cup of water from your bath or shower. Pour it out at the roots of a tree in your world while speaking of your intent that both you and the tree will experience growth and opportunities in the coming months. Wow, so that is a definitely witchy ritual kind of thing, but I kind of love that idea, like your essence, a little bit of your dirt, but a little bit of your essence in this beautiful cup, and then you give a little love to a tree outside, promoting that wisdom and growth and opportunities. It's kind of a beautiful thing, honestly. It's also just a really pretty bowl, and I love the idea of just keeping things in there. I mean, you could put the sponge in there if you wanted to. But so it says spa equals salus per aquam. So health via water. I didn't really know that that's what spa stood for, but I can believe it. Health from water is the translation. So I guess that's probably Latin, right? Salus per aquam. That's why we had spas. All right, finally, we have a lava stone bracelet and essential oil, which is really nice. I think that's really nice. So even if you don't place a lot of value in, say, the stone, even though, stones can be expensive when it's a AA grade green aventurine, but this is like a lovely item. So I also really love that she just gave us a simple all lava stone bracelet. So a lot of the times when you get these essential oil diffuser bracelets, they have some other stones and decorations along the way, or maybe just 3 of the stones or the lava stones. I wish it was a little bit smaller, but I know that this has to be a one-size-fits-all situation, but I have a smaller wrist, so when I do get these elastic bracelets, I do like them to be a little bit smaller. If I was feeling crafty, I could definitely open it up and tie it a little bit smaller if I wanted to. But I love when we get these nice little little diffuser bracelets, but we also get the essential oil. So it says, as you prepare to leave the hot springs, place this bracelet upon your wrist. It's made of lava stones to maintain your connection with the heat and earth of the mountain beneath the blue-green pools. Their structure reminds you of a sponge. So true. You are leaving the hot springs transformed, and your grounding lava stones will help you continue to heal. Your bracelet is accompanied by a small vial of lavender essential oil. Add a drop to your bracelet so that the scent may promote tranquility and relief from moments of darkness. And at the same time, I just, the black is really nice. It's going to go with a lot of outfits. You don't have to worry about it being like too girly or looking like too fashion jewelry. I like the simplicity of it a lot. So, and then we also had, of course, just a little... So we had a little nod back at our dragon box, which if you didn't watch that unboxing, go check it out. There was a secret password in that one too. And then we have our eclipse little logo here. So now that we have a little bit of time, I'm guessing this poem will sort of tie everything together, but bear with me because it is the first time I am reading it. You left behind close rooms, overheated and clammy, the stifling tangle of boots and gloves. You sing from your belly on the way to bathe, pushing the old stale air from your lungs. It's a joy to be naked, skin steaming in the cold air before stepping into the milky water. Soak the midwinter cold from your bones. Use a sop-wet sponge full of overflowing crownies. Imagine pressing a soft fruit to your breast, the pulp giving way, the water a juice that streams over your skin. The heat loosens the clicking, sticking knuckle in your ring finger, the one that leads to your heart. Hold your breath and dip under. The water is everywhere, in your ears and nostrils, and everywhere it touches becomes new. All water is connected, so touching a drop is touching the sea. Speak to the water, and an infinity of spirits listen. Ah, that's lovely. I really love that, the sonic quality of the heat loosens the clicking, sticking knuckle in your ring finger, the one that leads to your heart. Oh, that was great. Fun. Love it. So just like a little moment, imagining you, envisioning you, manifesting you in this healing water, you guys. I know this box is not for everyone, but I just think that is so fun. The way she creates this world, this setting, provides you with little tools, little things. I love the outside of the glass is textured. The inside is smooth. It's really pretty. Love, love, love. So just, let's see. Should we go over everything that we got one more time? We got our Stone of Opportunity. We got our Dragon's Breath bath soak, or foot soak if you're like me. Our natural sea sponge, this I will use. Our night blooming jasmine soap, very nice, very pretty. Our spa cup, I think this is a cool thing just to have in your bathtub, in your bathroom. A lava stone bracelet and essential oil. I was going to open up the essential oil, but once she told us it was lavender, I was like, well, we know what that smells like. I love this box. I think it is so fun. Thank you so much for coming on this little journey with me through this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please help me out with a thumbs up. I would truly, truly appreciate that support. A comment would be even better, or additionally better. And then, of course, like I said, hopefully I am back from my trip and I have got all kinds of boxes queued up for you, and I would love for you to join me for all of those as well. See you soon.